Is Qiyana jungle still playable, yes or no? Guys, this is a question that I've been getting a lot recently, and we will find the answer today. I did some investigation, I did my research, I found a couple of VODs, and I played a Qiyana game myself. So I'll explain to you the way you kind of play Qiyana this season in the jungle. It is viable, it is strong, and I'll exactly explain how you can actually make this work. This is a game that was recorded in mid Diamond. I think this account was like in Diamond 3 last season. I only played jungle here. And yeah, as you can see, we have a full AD comp. And I also did get trolled by my mid laner because he saw that I was hovering an AD jungle and I was asking for like AP anywhere on the team. But they didn't really want to do that. So he locked in Draven just to like pick an ADC. And even said that he's trolling it, but that's okay. We can't really be bothered to waste our time thinking about that, right? So the way you play Qiyana is you start Raptors and then you do your red buff. So usually you would have normally done the golems, right? And then you would have done the red buff, so you can continue walking bot. But the way you clear with Qiyana in this season specifically is that you clear your top side or your red side, generally speaking. I could have been a bit more efficient here by like Wing over the wall, but that's okay. And you'll see what I'll be doing in a moment here. Like, there's a very important detail that has changed in the season, which is home guards, and you want to abuse the home guards even as a jungler. So, what you will see me do here is you will see me clear this camp. I could have also held my W there, and been a bit more efficient, and then I insta reset and I use my potion that I get from the triple tonic rune. And the reason why you do this is because you can now buy an item with longsword and you can move into your bot side jungle. And since you have home guards, you don't really lose much time. In fact, you don't lose any time. It's basically the same thing compared to like walking over. The only difference is that you have an additional item and a bit more HP. So this is kind of why we are doing this. You can see that Diana is currently clearing toward her bot side, and I was a bit confused later on in this sequence, like in a minute you'll see why. So I'm basically full clearing here, I could have also skilled my Q twice and not skilled my E. That would have also been fine to speed up the clear a little bit, which is usually what you should do as Qiyana. And I thought that Diana would continue clearing her bot side. What ended up happening though is that will not be the case, and you'll see why. So I'm basically full clearing here. I'm just using my Q off cooldown every single time. Um, Sometimes I'm using double Q if the camp is already like low, right? Even here I could have held rock instead of even there I could have held rock instead of like a grass the entire time. Grass is pretty useless for clear. Even here, I mean here I messed up the jump, but I want to go to the scuttle crab on the top side. Why do I want to do that? So you can see that my Pantheon has push, right? Like it's a winning matchup for Pantheon, and my mid laner also has push, so I was like, yeah, let me just go there, nobody's there. But then Diana randomly appeared. I thought she would be bot side doing the bot side scuttle, which was not the case though. I knew that Akshan had no E, so I can just flash over here, walk to my Pantheon that's above, and yeah, everything is fine here. So my idea was that Diana would be clearing the bot side scuttle, I would be doing the top side scuttle, and then I can look for a gank or just like continue clearing. And this is usually what you want to do. Usually you want to clear your red side, and then you want to kind of reset, do your bot side or your blue side, and then you can either like look for a gank or like continue clearing, because you will have a small delay in between where you can like look to gank mid or something. Okay, so now I'm just full clearing this, and as you can already see with my gold amount, I do have quite a lot of gold, and the question might be, how do you spend this? Do we rush Umbral? Do we rush Profane? Like, what the hell do we actually rush? I still think that Profane is a really good rush. I don't think Profane is a bad rush at all. I think it's really decent. And the reason why is simply because the item is way too efficient. Especially together with Axiom Arc, it's like very, very nice. Um, I did look for ganks throughout my clear, but I didn't really find anything. And I still believe that you should only pivot to lanes if there is no, like, if it's guaranteed, basically. Like if you are guaranteed 2 kills and if the gank looks insanely good and you basically can't fail it, like if it's high percentage, I would say yes, go for it. Okay, so here I'm just continuing the full clear, right? I'm taking a reset. I got my brutalizer. I'm super strong, and since I'm strong, I really want to do dragon, right? Like that's why I kind of pinged it, since all my camps are down. Like I cleared everything, and there is nothing to do really. So I just My entire goal here was to like do my bot side and then do the Drake. Sadly, what ends up happening is that my Poppy died, so now it's a bit hard to make a play. I don't even know what I did here. I think I just grabbed ice and then I was just hovering or something. Yeah, because mid lane already died. I really had nothing to do, so I just got a little bit of first strike. And also, really confusing, by the way. Look at my cursor here. Like, just take a look at where my cursor is and what element I'm choosing. This is really awkward because I wanted rock here to deal a bit more damage with my passive reset, but for some reason it grabbed ice. So that didn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but that's okay. I wasn't really able to contest the Scuttle Crab, but I knew that I was stronger than the Diana, so that's why I was messing around a little bit. And also I had mid lane push. And yeah, as mentioned, there was nothing else really to do, so we just messed around a bit. And yeah, let's see what happens here. So I think I wanted to fight this because I am really strong. And that's exactly what I tried to do. I think Bard also flashed there. And then I realized, well, I can't really do anything here. We can't really do Drake. This just looks really doomed, like I'm just wasting my time. So I took a base instantly, since I also saw that my Raptors are spawning. And I didn't waste any time there. Like, there was nothing else to do, really. So I was just hovering bot all the time. And now I'm walking back to my Raptor camp. I could have based like 10 seconds earlier, which would have led to me... I don't know why I placed that ward. Which would have led to me being faster. Like, the camp would already almost be gone here. And then I would have much better tempo. But that's okay. So, as you can see, my top side is up. I'm just clearing my top side now. The same pattern, basically. Like, just full clearing the top side. Using my unempowered Q, now holding my rock. And I'm hitting this red buff until it's like below 50%, and then I'm using Q. And then Wing over the wall here. Could have been a bit faster with that as well, but yeah. It's not about being perfect, it's about being like very close to perfect, you know, like just having a decent clear. The clear doesn't have to be pixel perfect, unless you are playing at the highest level, which I am not, right? So this is totally fine. Now I take a reset again, I can get my Tiamat. And basing and walking is simply faster than walking there immediately. And you can always buy items. So this is kind of something that I saw a lot also in Challenger VODs. Like I've seen this done quite often, that people just do one side of the jungle base and then walk back. And I could try to help my Poppy here, but there's no point. Like I really wanna full clear this. Since my camps are up, I don't want to be inefficient. Note that we are full AD guys and the enemy team can stack armor on every single champ. So I was already aware that this will most likely be a loss. The main purpose for me was to just like test Qiyana jungle after the research that I did. And yeah, I mean, I definitely felt that this is really good and still playable. Alright, so I did the Grump here and then the dragon was essentially free. We had mid lane push. My Poppy was there, I'm super strong, I spent all my gold, and yeah, I mean, this is just pretty free. The reason why I skipped my blue buff there was simply because of tempo. Like, I really wanted to start the Drake immediately. You know, like, timing it with the push of my Draven there. I almost got it stolen there, I didn't expect Bart to be there, that was kinda insane. And then I saw that my Poppy currently has time, so I just immediately ran toward the grubs. And the reason why this is good is because Diana can't invade me anyways. What I should have done though, I should have picked my Kaiser, my Kaiser, to be a bit more careful, since they can dive the Kaiser here, 3v1. So that's not really ideal. Okay, so let me skip forward. I mean, we just do the grubs, right? I mean, we just kill them. I do the Scuttle Crab. And then again, I was like thinking, okay, what do I want to do here? And I saw that the wave is crashing. And I'm not sure if Akshan saw me. I think he did. So that's why I kind of didn't continue. I mean, I wanted to dive that guy. Because I was still looking for like a win condition that I could play off. But in this case, it wasn't really possible. So I run a cashback rune when I go jungle most of the time. It's really helpful. Like, when you finish an item, you are most of the time able to get another longsword, which is really, really valuable. And now I'm just full clearing to bot, and then I'll be looking for a bot lane play. So what we are mainly doing is we are full clearing and then trying to look for opportunities. Since full clearing is still the most efficient thing you can do, as a jungler, like it will probably also stay that way for like a very long time. Since it's like simply bad to give free camps. Okay, I could have W'd over that wall to be a bit faster. As you can see, I'm not clearing like pixel perfect. There are definitely things I could do to improve my clear. But we are, like, we will be 10 CS per minute after I did the Raptors, my Grump and the blue. So, yeah, I mean, this is just really straightforward. Just continuing to clear camps. And then I will be looking for a pick or something. So I use Q, I grab grass. I could have grabbed rocket. Would have been better and faster. Yeah, so we do the blue buff. And then I saw that this fight here is happening. So I was like, yeah, let me just jump onto this Bard. Like, this looks really free. And my Poppy actually ended up pulling him away from my Q, but that's fine. And then I also saw that Draven is dead for like 15 seconds. So the wave would like die naturally. And Akshan was low. So I can deny Akshan the wave by simply walking up and then also get the tower together with the beautiful kill. So we get that kill. I wanted to take a reset, but then Diana showed up. Since I had Profane and First Strike and my Poppy was there, I was pretty confident we could do that. I didn't play it perfectly, but that's okay. And now I have enough gold for my Axiom Arc. I think I made a really big mistake here because I didn't go for Serpent's Fang. Serpent's Fang is a super important item in some games. And in this game, they have Akshan, which has, like, he just has tier 3 boots. And he will gain a really fat shield of that, which is deniable by Serpents. They have a Shen with his old shield. And they also have a Diana, which has a W shield. Plus, ADC has Barrier. So, Serpents has insane value this game. And I wanted to go Serpents like last game, since I thought, last item, since I thought that I would get enough gold quickly. But that was just really, really greedy. I should have went for Serpents here and for Ionians. And then I would have had a much easier time fighting everything else. So bot lane tower has fallen, it's a little bit unfortunate. As you can see, I still didn't gank a single lane, by the way. Because there was no gank available. But I'm still strong, like, I'm still 4-0, you know. We still had a really good time. We are really big on the CS. And here I thought, okay, let me pivot. Like, maybe I can look here, because this didn't look that bad. I'm on 2 items, and yeah, I really didn't mind this. So what ends up happening is that I ditch the play. I see Raptors are up, so I'm just grabbing the Raptors here. Diana's currently topside. And then I was hovering a bit, but I saw that it's a 1v3, so I didn't really want to do that. I take the camps from Diana, and yeah, I mean, then I was just hovering here, because Kai'Sa, and this is something you can generally speaking do. Let me quickly grab my pen, which I forgot. So, what you can see is that Kai'Sa is pushing this tower, and usually people want to respond, or they want to, like, try to kill her. So, just sitting here and hovering your ADC or your mid laner when they do that, if you have nothing else to do, which I really don't. Like, I could do Drake, yeah, but in the end of the day, it's really, really good to hover my Kai'Sa here. And then I see this, I'm a level up, I have 2 items. We one-shot the Diana, I hit a blind Q. She dies, and now I thought, okay, I can sneak this dragon. Like, I know that my Draven is dead, but they have no jungle, and if I'm fast enough, I can probably sneak this Drake. Now, let me fast forward here a bit, because the Drake is super low. I use my EQ, and it's like 40 HP. I thought I would deal more damage to that. And then I eventually end up dying. So this was the moment when I kind of threw the game. Like, I should have used EQ and then Profane maybe, or like just, yeah, auto attack EQ, and then I would have killed. So yeah, this is pretty bad. I died, you know, I gave a lot of gold, and now the game feels super hard. So let's fast forward here. I do end up walking back onto the map. I realized that I can full clear, and here I made another mistake. Like, whenever you see something like this, enemy jungle is alive and your Raptors are up, you have to walk to the Raptors first, because Raptors are the camp that is very easily invadable, right? Like, they can just walk into the jungle, and then it's very, very easy to just invade the Raptors. So I should have went Raptors first. Then I should have done the golems, and then I could have even tried to shove out the top lane wave. That would have been super efficient as well. What ends up happening though is that I lose the Raptors, and I just, yeah, kind of continue clearing toward my bot side. I full clear. And then I get this tower, because Herald is an objective that's not important. So you might be wondering, why am I not contesting this Herald? And the only reason is that we are weaker as a team, and I don't have flash. So I was like, yeah, you know, I can just play for my own economy here. I don't really have to play this Herald. But then I thought, okay, I mean, I just made Akshan respond, right? Like, if I can make Akshan respond and he's now currently bot, I can now move mid lane and we have a numbers advantage. So I tried to hover a bit, you know, nothing too crazy. But note also, like, I'm only making a play if my entire jungle is, like, cleared. This is kind of the the main thing you need to be careful of. Like, you really don't want to make plays. And then I get a beautiful pick on the Bard. We get a pick. I tried to kill the Shen. I thought we would be able to kill him in a 1v3, but he had flash still. And yeah, we weren't really able to do that. So that's a bit unfortunate. I should have probably just done Herald and then hovered my ADC, and my mid laner there. Yeah, like, honestly, I think doing Herald and then just full clearing from, like, the best thing is do Herald, clear the camps, take a reset, buy item, do this, and then play Drake. I think that's by far the best thing to do. What ends up happening is, though, that we are really slow. I then get involved into a fight. I kind of kill the Akshan, but yeah, I'm super low. We end up getting the Herald. I then full clear. I'm gonna skip through this. And after full clearing, now I'm walking there. And now look at the tempo difference, which is like pretty substantial, right? Like, my team is fighting now, and I could be there with flash and ult, which I am not. And the only reason is because I was messing around for too long. And then I have this play where I kind of spawn the Herald. I would have landed a beautiful ult, but Diana already has Zhonya's, Varus has Tabis and Flash. Just really, really hard. So I tried to outplay this a bit, grab the Herald here in my stealth, and then, like, you know, knock them up. Then I intentionally got into the wall so I can, like, WQ the Varus and maybe even get out, kiting to my Kai'Sa, but it wasn't enough. And to be fair, guys, from here onwards, the game just felt extremely hard. Like, they all had insane amounts of armor, and it was really, really hard to play the game. So, yeah, fasting forward, like, you can see that, if I fast forward, you can actually see that I go for a solo play while my team is dead, which is super bad. I should just full cleared and then pushed out bot lane wave, or try to invade Diana's bot side. To get a bit more efficiency out of that, but I end up dying, and here the game is officially over. Like, the enemy team gets Baron, and we end up losing this game in no time. Like, from here on out, we just lost every fight and essentially lost the game. So, this game was a little bit unfortunate, but as you can see, guys, Qiyana jungle is super strong. You just need to be a bit careful with your itemization. I personally think that Profane into then, like, Serpents or Axiom is really, really good still. And then you can go for, like, either Umbral Glaive is a third item, or what you can also do is you can go for Cirilla's Grudge, which is also totally fine. Also note that Edge of Night is a pretty good item, so you can kind of, like, pick and choose what you want to go for. The nice thing about Qiyana jungle and this setup right here is that you deal a lot of damage, even without having Grudge. Like, you don't essentially need the armor pen early, like you do as a mid laner, because you don't run First Strike as a mid laner. And First Strike deals true damage. So what you can actually do is you can go for a bit more of a lethality item route without needing to go for Grudge. So personally, for me, the best thing I could have done would have been, like, Profane, Serpents this game, and then I would have probably went for, like, Edge of Night, right? Edge of Night, and then I would have went for either Umbral into Grudge or, like, Grudge into Umbral. And I think that would have been a super good build. And if I then play the fights a tiny bit better and, you know, don't int, and, like, don't waste time here, and, like, if I'm here on time and I'm a bit stronger for that, I actually think we even have a chance of winning this game. Even though it was full AD, even though my mid laner did pick Draven, right? Like, even though all of these negative factors were there, I still think we could have won this game for sure. So, let me conclude Qiyana jungle. It's totally viable, guys. It's still strong. I personally believe it's still stronger than mid lane. Like, jungle is just way too strong for these assassins, because, like, it's so easy as an assassin to consistently get elite, because you can just get to your items consistently. You can either get a Dirk, you can get a Brutalizer, a Pickaxe every single game on your first base. As a mid laner, you sometimes can't do that. If you lane into a very hard matchup and you don't have access to CS, well, you can still make the game work. I mean, I explained that in my mid lane videos, but it is just simply harder compared to being a jungler and having constant access to the jungle farm, right? So that's kind of my conclusion. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you got any questions about Qiyana jungle, or if you want to see more Qiyana jungle content, let me know. I'm always happy to deliver, guys. If you want to take a look at the links down below, check out the links for the MLA, the best coaching community. Check out the link to the personal coaching that I'm offering, or to my Twitch stream, which I'm not really active on right now. But yeah, you get the drill, guys. Have a nice one. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Peace out. Bye-bye.